Good afternoon. In this video, we're going to go through the third cell, and this is meant for the speed and motion program. So if you go to the YouTube page, go to the About, scroll down to where you see the links, and if you have version 9.3, you can download this directly, and then you have everything set up. If you do not, if you have an older version, you can go down to the Setup Speed Cell, and it'll bring you right to the YouTube page. Just click all these and then download all these, unzip that folder, and then we're going to add that folder information to the folder in which all the speed and motion, everything is in. So let's go to ROBOGUIDE, go New Cell, and we're going to use Handling Pro, and let's call this Speed and Motion Cell. And we're going to create using default. Pick your version that you want to do. And for this one, we're going to add our own pointer. So we're going to just leave the EOT, our end of arm tooling, for later. Next. And we're going to pick our robot. So let's check out what robot we need. So looking at one of the pictures, we have the LR-Mate 200 ID 4S. 200 ID 4S, next, next, and let's go finish. And then the cell will initialize. Again, I'm going to hit pause on here so we don't have to sit through this whole initialization. I will come back when everything has been initialized. Alright, so zoom in, we have our robot. So let's first set up our tooling. So if I go to our tool, you can see we have a different type of pointer. And here is the setup for that pointer, and we'll use the U tool also to set up that location as well. So let's first copy all the files over to the folder. So I'm going to go into my folder. So here's my folder. If you don't know where this stuff is, all you do is go File, Save As, and then this is the link. And then you can copy and paste that link into a folder, and then you'll be able to work off of there. So I'm going to go to here. I'm going to copy all my cell items, and I don't need the pictures inside there. I'm going to just grab the CAD files and I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to paste it into our folder here. So now we have all the items in our folder. So now let's go to our robot and tooling and our end of arm tooling here. We'll right click on it, and we're going to go to End of arm tooling 1 properties, and let's change the name to pointer, and let's go to the CAD files. So let's go to the folder. Make sure that you're in the correct work cell, speed and motion cell. And then let's find the end of arm tooling, the EOT, and hit apply. Now we have our end of arm tooling. Let's just match our item here. Let's go to the W and make sure we're 90 degrees. So there's our W. Let's make the mass of this just 1 kilogram. Let's make this the green color that it is in the actual videos. Hit apply. So now we have that. Let's go to our end of arm tooling. Let's go edit tooling, and then let's change the size of this. So going to the picture here, we are at Z90. So if I go back here, let's change our Z to 90. Apply, and now it should be at the end. Now again, if you want to rotate this so that the Z here is upright, all you do is change the WPR in order to get to the proper position. So now that we have our tool all set up, let's rotate this into the proper position. So we're at the home, so that is set. Let's go to the position and change our joint number 5 to -90. There we go. And then we can close out our teach pendant. Now that's all good. Now let's start adding in our speed and motion position items. So let's bring in the base. So the base here we have Z of 2, W of 90, and the R of 90 as well. So let's go to our base. So let's go to Fixtures, right click, Add Fixture, and we're going to go Single CAD File. And let's make sure that we're in speed and motion. Let's go the base. bases above, we're going to have to do some rotations. So off of that picture, we found that we need to be the X as 0, the Y as 0, the Z is going to be 2 millimeters, 90, and then 90. Hit apply. And then I'm going to make this whatever color it's supposed to be. So the color is supposed to be kind of a gray color. So I'm going to go maybe the gray right here. Hit apply, and we're going to lock our proportions. Hit OK. So the next thing we're going to do is go and put in the actual bottom. So if I go inside here, the next item is going to be the bottom. So here is the locations for our bottoms. It's going to be the black, so it gives that nice contrast. So let's go in here. Let's go Fixtures, Add Fixture, Single CAD Library, and then we're going to go the bottom. And we're going to go 0, 0, 0, and W is going to be 90, and R is going to be 90 as well. Hit apply, and it should be directly below. So let's change that to black. Lock our proportions, hit apply. So now we have our rotations. Now for the rest of them, you'll notice that the numbers will actually match each of the points. So right here, -100, -375, and we just got to make sure that our WPR is correct on each one of these. And the Z's are going to be still zeros, and we're going to make them all red. So the actual numbers here is on the actual list or on the actual picture. So we're going to go into our ROBOGUIDE, and I'm going to right click on Fixtures, Add Fixtures. We're going to go Single CAD Library, and we're going to start adding those points. So I'm going to go Pointer, and for our pointer we're going to go -100, -375, 0, and then 90. It should be directly in line here, and I'm going to change it to red. And we'll lock that proportion. Hit OK. And then we'll just start going through and adding each of these points in here. So what you can do is you can right click on it. You can duplicate things. So we can copy pointer, and then under Fixtures, right click, we can paste pointer, and then we can double click it. And then we can change our numbers. So just uncheck lock. And then we can type in our numbers. So again, just once you copy one of it, just right click on it, paste pointer, double click on that pointer, brings up the properties. Uncheck location values so we can modify it and move it. And then put in your numbers. Now we have our cell set up for our speed and motion. Looks just like the picture.